And the random sampling methods. There are various ways of doing the sampling. However, I found out that there are 4 major ways of doing the sampling, which is called as simple random sample. Now, simple random sample means that each sample of the same size has an equal chance of being selected, which means that say there are so always think of one a jar wherein you have a lot of gems or M&Ms, and then they are all of different colors, and once you are picking up the first M&M or gems for that matter, you will have an equal chance of every sample, or every unit or every gem has a unit equal chance of being selected from that jar, right? The second one is called stratified sampling. Now, when I say stratified sampling, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all the population from the jar. I'll be keeping them into several groups. For example, all red color influenced gem will be on one group, all green color will be in one, all yellow and blue will be in different groups, and then I'll take a sample from one from red, one from blue, one from green, and one from yellow. So this is called a stratified sample, which means that I will be dividing the population into groups called strata, and then take a sample from each stratum, and this stratum is nothing but the groups, right? And this small group is called stratum, and then combination of the stratums is, or the group of stratum is called strata. The third way of sampling is that I'll be doing clustering sampling, right? Which means that I'll divide the population into strata and randomly selecting some of the strata. All the members of these strata are in the cluster sample, which means say I've got 50,000 people, and then from 50,000 people I'll be picking up 10 people at a time, and I'll create a group. 10 people create a group, 10 people create a group, and then 50,000 people will have 5,000 groups, and these 5,000 groups I'll be selecting randomly groups, right? I'll be picking up groups randomly, right? I'll be dividing that population into strata and into several groups and selecting some of the stratum, some of the groups, right, out of this. So then like 10 10 10, then you've got 5,000 groups, and then you picked up any 10 and then you created one group, then you pick up any 10 and then you created one group, and so on and so forth. And then there will be like 100 people in the strata, and I'll be selecting some stratas from there, right? That's is what I wanted to do. And the last one, which is my absolute favorite, and work like a charm, which is called as systematic sampling. And the systematic sampling is very much helpful when your data is heavily biased at certain points. So I'll be selecting randomly a starting point, and I'll be picking up every nth piece. Every nth piece means that, for example, I decided to go for every fifth value of the population will be my will be in my sample. So I'll say, so let's say I have got 50,000 people. I'll say every 7th person would come into this group, right, into my sample. Every 7th person or every 10th person or every 50th person will come into my group, and eventually I end up getting a small cluster which is the true representation of the population, and will not have, or will have very limited or least bias in the data. So systematic sample also works like a charm in most of the sampling methods. Now in descriptive statistics, what we do is we pick up the data, we collect it through various means. So in past, people were used to collect the data from survey. Nowadays, people are collecting data from apps, people are collecting data from browsers, people are collecting data from the chats. You're filling up the online forms, you're doing n number of activities on the web, and people are collecting data from everywhere. And then we want to summarize that data, we want to pick up that data and present in a very, very meaningful manner, like in the form of tables and in the form of graphs, which is called as visualization of the data. And then we are actually summarizing the data, and in summarizing the data, I'll just talk about data as a whole. For example, 5 million people in India are looking for a particular video. 5 million people or 6.7 million people are actually showing interest interest in certain kind of things. So I'm actually summarizing the data, right? Some people have got higher interest, some people have got the lower interest, but how would I talk collectively about the data? That is called as descriptive statistics, and that's where machine learning plays a very important role. And then you need to apply lots and lots of statistics over there. The next thing which we want to do is we want to understand the data from the depth, and what I want you to do is stay tuned with me so that I can talk about the data, and I'll be connecting all those dots very soon in the video. So stay tuned with me. I'll see you in the next video.